Okay, so let's continue this one. Don't worry, hindi ako mag-extend kung hanggang saan pa rin tayo matatapos dito. So, um, last time, ang inaral natin yung mga tinatawag na eto, yung saan yung part na yon? Yung valid and invalid arguments. Tapos, inaral natin yung concept ng modus tollens, tsaka syllogism. Saan ba ako dito? Okay. So, ano yung tatlong yon? So, we have the following general forms. So, yung modus ponens, kunyari, meron kang statement na if it's a dog, then it's hairy. So, yan yung etong part na to, ito yung P, ito yung Q, P implies Q, cotton is a dog, okay? Etong it na ito ay si cotton, P, so P implies Q and P, okay? Therefore, cotton is hairy. Okay? Cotton is hairy, ito yung Q. So, P and Q and P, itong buong to, it implies Q. Okay? Yun yung in symbols, ang sinasabi nun, um, it's a valid argument or better yet, ang term natin sa tatlong yan, okay, wait lang. Oh, sorry, I don't think, di ba pala natin nagagawa to? Sorry. Okay, okay. Sorry, nag-jump yata ako agad ng concept. So, balikan lang natin to. Okay. Valid and invalid arguments. An argument consists of premises, say P1, P2, until Pn, and a conclusion Q. So we consider the conjunction P1 and P2 and dot 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 Pn, and let's call that the argument P, at yung buong yun. Now the argument P implies Q, we call it valid. Okay? If the premises are assumed to be true, then the conclusion must also hold true. Okay? So pag inassume mong true ito, at um okay, so kasi inassume mong true ito at ina-assume mong true ito, itong buong yan. So it will force Q to be true, the conclusion to be true. Okay. Now, we use Euler diagrams to determine the validity of the argument. We construct a diagram which represents the premises. The argument is valid if the conclusion is satisfied by the Euler diagram representing all premises. Now, the premises are assumed to be true, although the statements may not be true in the strict sense. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? So, halimbawa ito, all dogs are hairy, Cotton is a dog, Cotton is hairy. So, yung first part, all dogs are hairy. So, etong part na to, ibig sabihin nito, if uh, if it's a dog, then it is hairy. Yun ang ibig sabihin nitong part na to. So, ito yung mga dogs, subset siya ng hairy things. Tapos, si Cotton, dog siya. So, si Cotton, it's a dog. It's an element. So, si Cotton, nandito sa loob. So, therefore, Dahil si Cotton nandito sa loob, Cotton is hairy. Okay? So, ayun si Cotton, we're represented by X, at nasa loob siya ng dog. So, si Cotton ay hairy. X is hairy or Cotton is hairy. So, it's a valid argument. So, kasi valid siya kasi nasatisfy natin yung Euler diagrams. Euler diagrams, napakita natin nandito sa. Okay. How about the next one? Sorry. Ay, hindi. Sorry. Okay. Let's look at the next one. Now, the next one is one may also show that an argument is invalid by exhibiting two different diagrams representing the premises. So kapag nagkaroon um ng cases na kung saan pwedeng magkaroon na it's either kumbaga um magkaroon ng case 1 or case 2 halimbawa yung argument mo, then pwede magiging invalid siya. Ano ibig sabihin? So, tingnan natin itong mga, ano na to, itong mga statements na to. All dogs are hairy. My pet donut is not hairy. Therefore, donut is not a dog. So, tingnan natin isa-isa to. All cats are mammals. My pet donut is not a cat. Therefore, donut is not a mammal. So, i-drawing natin isa-isa to. So, all dogs are hairy. Okay? All dogs are hairy. So, ito yung mga dogs. Ito yung dogs. Ito yung hairy. Tapos, my pet donut is not hairy. So, si donut, uh, ay sorry, ang pangit ng mga sinubo sa gram ko. All dogs, ito na lang, are hairy. Donut is not hairy. So, si donut nasa labas. So, therefore, donut is not a dog. Dahil nasa labas na si donut, itong hairy, hindi na siya pwede maging si donut na maging aso. Okay? So, walang isang case na yung nakuha natin. Okay? So, donut is not a dog. Okay, so this one is a valid argument. How about all cats are mammals? My pet donut is not a cat. Therefore, donut is not a mammal. So all cats are mammals. So cats, mammals. Okay? My pet donut is not a cat. So not a cat. So pwedeng nandito si donut, hindi siya kasi pusa, or nandito si donut. Okay, dalawa, no? My pet donut is not a cat. Dalawang cases, nandito si donut or nandito. Therefore, donut is not a mammal. So, ayun. So, si donut, pwedeng maging mammal pa rin. Pwedeng hindi siya mammal. Ito yung part na yon, hindi mammal. Pero may dalawang cases, either ito or ito. So, this one is invalid. Okay? All cats are mammals or mammals are animals. Therefore, all cats are animals. Ito medyo matalito. All cats, mammals, all mammals are animals. Makukuha ba natin conclusion? All cats are animals. So, this one is valid. Okay? Now, all parrots are birds. O nga pala, isipin nyo, false to, di ba, mathematical statement? Yes, it's a mathematical statement, pero it's not a valid mathematical statement. Parang isipin nyo parang ang valid mathematical statement, always true. Kumbaga, basically, ito yung true lang. Ibig sabihin. So, ang pinag-aaralan natin, true mathematical statement. Okay? Or in this case, it, true implication. Kasi di ba, marami tayong mathematical statements na nakita. Yung uh, P N Q, P or Q, P implies Q. Kumbaga, ito yung mas pinagtutuunan natin, yung P implies Q. So, yung P implies Q, true lang ito, or better yet, false lang ito, false ito, kapag ito ay true, ito ay false. Pero true ito for everything else. True ito kapag ito ay true, true, ito ay false, false, false. So ito lang iniiwasan natin. Mag-true yung premise, false yung conclusion. So, kaya puro tayo dito, P implies Q. Kasi baka isipin nyo, bakit, ano ba yung valid, invalid? Ano yung nadagdag na concept? Okay? So next, all parrots are birds. Some birds are colorful, therefore some parrots are colorful. So all parrots are birds. In parrots was birds. Now, some birds are colorful. So some birds are colorful. Okay. Um, so ito yung ano ba itong some birds are colorful? Ito yung part na nun. Colorful. Okay. Pero, kasi pag-isipin, dalawa yung case na magagawa mo. It's either pag ganito, ito yung colorful, ito yung mga parrots, or um, pag ganito. Sabihin nyo, dalawang cases yun, dapat false na. Okay, mali yata yung aking interpretation kanina. Okay. Okay, ganito. Ito yung mas tama. Sorry, mali yung baka interpretation ko kanina. Valid siya kapag, okay. Kasi, ito, in some sense, um, invalid, um, okay. Pag may dalawa ka ritong scenario, yun na lang. May dalawa kang magkaibang scenario na nagko-contradict. There are two scenarios here that contradict each other. Ito, si Cotton, aso siya, therefore, sorry, yung aso, Mary. Yun yung statement number one. Ito, Cotton is a dog. Therefore, Cotton is Mary. On the other hand, ito, uh, itong part na to, dogs, all dogs are hairy things. Cotton is not a dog. Cotton is not hairy. Ito yung part na yun. Wala pala. Cotton is not hairy. So this one is invalid. Wait na. Parang hindi ko ito siya na ipakita to. Hindi ko ito napakita tong example na to. Sorry. Kaya pala sabi ko pang parang, sige, balikan lang natin to. Okay. So, all dogs are hairy. Cotton is a dog, therefore cotton is hairy. Ito yung napakita nating valid argument. Okay, valid to. Now, ano yung invalid? So, tingnan natin yung ayun and the second premise. Yung second example, okay, therefore cotton is a second premise, the premise together, okay, valid. Ito pala. So, nahilo ko. Okay. So all dogs are hairy. My pet Cotton is hairy. Therefore, Cotton is a dog. So tingnan natin itong situation na to. All dogs are hairy. So all dogs are hairy. So ito yung dogs. Ang hairy. My pet Cotton is hairy. So si Cotton nandito. Therefore, magpa-follow ba itong conclusion? Si Cotton ba ay dog? And hindi magpa-follow itong conclusion na to. We assume this one to be true. We also assume this one to be true. And we will assume that this entire thing to be true. Pero notice, nag-contradict. False ang nakuha niyo dito. That's the best way to attack this problem. You assume this to be true. You assume this to be true. And then you will, so some sort of, i-assume mo yung buong thing ang true. Pero, dapat hindi ka mag-arrive sa contradiction na magpo-false ito. Okay, pero nag-false yon. Nakuha mo. False. That's the best way to attack it. True ito. Ito lagi, true. Itong dalawang to. Dapat hindi ito mag-false. So, ano ang implication niyan? To, all cats are mammals. All parrots are birds. Some birds are colorful. Therefore, some parrots are colorful. So, all parrots are birds. Okay, ito yung first part. Some birds are colorful. So, some birds are colorful. Okay, yon. Some birds are colorful. Therefore, some parrots are colorful. So, notice, etong some birds are colorful kasi medyo parang, I don't know nakuha ko lang to sa slides. May pagkamali itong interpretation na to na kapag may dalawang nagawang, may dalawang nagawang um, Euler diagram, nagkakon na ibig sabihin, meron ka ng uh, meron ka ng invalid argument agad. Dito kasi, parang, may pagkamali kong isang to, no? Ito kasi, may dalawa ka talaga magagawa. Nandito siya, birds, parrots, and the other one, ganito. And birds, parrots, isa naman, pag ganyan. May dalawa ka talagang magagawa. Pero, hindi ni, um, this one is also valid. This one is also valid. Pero, dahil valid naman, hindi naman na-contradict ito. Kumbaga, hindi naman sila na-contradict. This one is, it's a valid argument. This one is true. We assume this to be true. True ito. Therefore, some parrots are colorful. That is also true. This is valid. Okay? May dito, may tanong lang muna. Where can it, at, may repository na tayo ng sa YouTube. Baka, teka lang, kasi ngayon ko lang naayos yung natin, class list. Padala ko yung YouTube playlist natin. Okay? Later on. Okay. Next. All parrots are birds. Some parrots fly. Therefore, some birds fly. Okay. Now, tignan natin to. All parrots are birds. Gawin natin yan. All parrots are birds. some parrots fly. All parrots, birds. Saan yung some parrots fly? Some parrots fly. Okay, dito yon. Fly. Kaso some siya, no? Some parrots fly. So pag pwede nga dito yung some parrots fly, ito lang. Or pwede namang parrots. Ito yung nasa parrots. Tapos yung fly, mas malaki. Malaki rin. Pwedeng lumabas. So ang tanong, therefore, some birds fly. So, some birds fly. Uh, kung ito yung therefore some birds fly, ito yung birds mo. Okay. So, all parrots are birds when they're not together. Alam mo, tama naman siya. Some birds fly. All parrots are birds. Parrots, birds. Some parrots fly. Okay. Or pwede rin. Okay. So, therefore, some birds fly. Ito yung, pag ganito, pag in-isolate natin tong part na to, all all that flies are birds. Okay? All that flies. Pag tinanggal muna natin tong part na to, ito yung tinira natin, fly, birds. Okay? All that flies are birds. Pero, ang nandito ka sa dulo natin, therefore, some birds fly. So, therefore, some birds fly. Ang itsura niya, itong part nito. Ito yung birds. Ito yung fly. Itong all parrots or birds, nandito siya. So, ibig sabihin, this one is valid. Okay? Kasi, although, ito yung original nating nakuha, ito yung una nating nakuha na case. Ito yung fly, ito yung birds, ito yung fly, ito yung baliktad, parrots, fly, birds. Pero, pwede rin ito sa scenario na to. Tama ito, tama rin ito. Napipindot ako. Okay? Okay. So some birds fly. And finally, all parrots are birds. All cats are mammals. No bird is a mammal. Therefore, no parrot is a cat. So all parrots are birds. Parrots, birds. All cats are mammals. Cats, mammals. No bird is a mammal. So, no bird, ito yun, no bird is a mammal. So, ibig sabihin, disjoint sila. Does this follow? No parrot is a cat. Ito yung mga parrot. Ito yung cat. So, disjoint din itong part na to. No parrot is a cat. Parrot, cat. Disjoint din. So, this one is true. So, dahil assume natin true lahat ito, at lumabas ito ay true rin, okay? So, therefore, itong buong to ay true. So, ito, kanina rin, ito inassume natin true. Ito ay true rin, some parrots fly. Lumabas din ito ay true. So, kapag true True yung premise, true yung conclusion, true lahat. We call this scenario valid argument. So, meron tayong tatlong uri ng valid arguments na aaralin. Ano yung tatlong uri ng valid arguments na yon? So, yung tatlong uri ng valid arguments na aralin natin ay etong tinatawag na modus ponens, modus tollens, and syllogism. So, ano yung modus ponens? So, ito yung assumption natin. All dogs are hairy. Cotton is a dog. Therefore, cotton is hairy. So, all dogs are hairy. Ito yung dogs. Tapos, ito yung hairy. Tapos, cotton is a dog. Cotton is a dog. Nandito si cotton ngayon. Therefore, cotton is hairy. So, ito ay P implies Q. Medyo para, may ano no, may implication sa loob ng implication. Itong buong to, implication. Okay, so dito may P implies Q. So ito ay P implies Q, and P. So itong buong ito, implication din, implies Q. Itong part na to ay Q. Okay, so kasi yung ano natin, baka isipin yung, may implication sa loob ng implication. So how are you go? Kasi don't worry about that kasi tingnan natin itong statement ulit. Meron tayong big picture, P implies Q. Pero yung smaller picture natin, itong premise, P, it's composed of smaller premises. P1, P2, Pn. Tapos yung mga, bawat isang yan, pwedeng yung P1 mo ay P1 or ibang letter na lang, Q1. Q1 and Q2. Tapos Q2 mo naman, Q3 or Q4. PN mo naman, Q7 implies Q8. Tapos, ipapatch mo yung mga yan. Ipapatch together mo and ito yun, dot, dot, dot. So, pagtitikit-tikitin mo. So, may special case tayo na aaralin na kung saan itong P1 and P2 lang yung aaralin. Tatanggalin natin to. Okay? Yung P1, then ay Q1 implies Q2 and Q1. Yun yun. Special case. Itong aaralin natin ito. So, ano yung modus ponens? Ang modus ponens, okay, ito yung, Q, gamitin yung P na lang. P, P implies Q, itong buong to ay Q, and yan, this entire thing implies Q. Now, all dogs are hairy. All dogs are hairy. P implies Q ulit. My pet donut is not hairy, not Q, and itong buong to, it will imply not P. Donut is not a dog. All cats are mammals. It implies Q. All mammals are all mammals are animals. Q implies R. Pag pinagsama natin itong dalawang to, ang makukuha natin, this implies P implies R. Diba? So, nested talaga siya, no? Ito yung big picture natin. Tapos ito yung mga smaller pictures. And we call that syllogism. So, we have the following scenario. Modus ponens, P implies Q and P, therefore Q. P implies Q and not Q, implies not P. P implies Q and Q implies R. P implies R. So, ano yung gusto sabihin ng ito? Um, Meron tayong mga proposition. Proposition is either true or false. Parang ito yung ano, nag-zoom in na tayo. Tapos sa mga true, nakatingin tayo sa ito yung mga valid. Tapos within valid, may special cases pa tayo. Sa proposition, true, false, hindi mga valid. Tapos, nandito yung mga ano, modus ponens, modus tollens, Syllogism. Ito yung special case na aralin natin. Itong tatlong ito. So, tignan natin yung mga truth tables at um, bakit special case sila ng mga valid arguments. Okay, we will call them usually yung tautology. So, modus ponens, titingnan mo, yung P, it's either true or false. O, sabihin niyo ba, akala ko ba assume na natin true? Diba yung assume na nga natin true yun? Ah, true yung buo. Okay? Tawag dito. Etong valid argument na sinasabi dito, di ba? Mathematical statement or proposition, true, false. Ang tinutukoy na true dito, etong buong picture na ito. Okay? Hindi yung components na. Yung buong ito. So, ito yung buong proposition na yon. Proposition, true, false, valid, tapos yung tatlong term dito. Yung buong picture ang titignan natin, hindi yung components. So, pag ginawa natin, bakit true lagi? Bakit lumalabas? Ang sinasabi dito, proposition, tapos ano to? Um, proposition, ito ay true, valid. Bakit ang lumalabas? Kapag inaral mo yung bawat components na, kasi yung bawat components pwedeng may pumasok na false doon, lumalabas, true pa rin. So, ang sinasabi, gawin mo po mga case na to, si P either either true or false, tapos si Q, true or false. Tapos, yung P implies Q, true and false, false and true, false and false, true. Now, P implies Q and P. Itong part na to, tsaka ito, true and true, false and true, false, true and false, true and false, false. Okay. Now, let's look at this part here. Ito na yon. At ito na yung part na yon. Ito na, bubuin natin yung big picture na. Ito na yung big picture. True implies true. False implies false, true. False implies true. False implies false, true. So napansin mo, lahat ng sagot natin dito, true. Lahat ng possible cases mo, true or false si P or true or false si Q, lalabas at lalabas, lahat true lagi siya. So kumbaga ito yung strongest form of a valid argument. Kasi pag may invalid argument ka, pwedeng may isa kanila false. Pero ito lahat true. Kaya yun yung napakita natin proposition, kasi dito yung true, false, tapos valid argument. Ito yung opponents, modus tollens, syllogism. Sila yung pinaka-importanting tatlo. Kasi lumalabas na hindi lang true yung buong etong part na to, ito yun. Okay? Ito yung part na yun. True. So, walang nagfo-false na part ng isa. Okay? Lahat true. Okay. How about modus tollens? So, ganun ulit, true, false, false, true, false. If you construct the table, ito yung P implies Q ulit, pero P implies Q and not Q. So, kung not Q ito magiging false, ito true, ito false, ito true. Okay. True and false, false. False and true, false. True and false, false. True and false, true. Okay. Okay na to. Tapos, tingnan natin kung this one will follow. Ito, papalit na rin natin. Ito false. false, true, true. Para dito sa part na to. False and false, true. False and false, true. False and true. False implies true, true. True implies true. Hindi to ha. Pakiisipin nyo ito. Yung binaligtad natin. True. So lahat ito, dahil ito lahat true, this one is a valid on. Yung ibig sabihin ng valid, lahat true. Wala kang pwedeng makuha dito na false ng isang case. And finally, yung PQR, ito yung matrabaho. So matrabaho lang ito isang to. Um, P, so it's either true or false. Ito true, false, true, false. Then ito true, false, true, false. So P implies Q, true, 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 false, false, true, false, 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 true, true, false, true, true, false, false, true, false, false, true. Q implies R, true, false, false, true, true, false, false, true, true and true, true, true. True implies false, false. False implies true, true. False implies false, false. Okay. Uh, wala pa tong part na to ha. Medyo mahaba to. P and Q. Ay, sorry. P implies Q and Q implies R. Ito yung buong picture. Implies, P implies R. So, isa-isa natin. Itong part muna ito. Itong part na to, true and true and true. True and false, false. Basta may isang false, false na automatic. So dito may isang false, false. Ito, true. Ito may isang false, false. Ito, true to. Okay. Finally, P implies R. Ano ang P implies R? True implies true, true. True ang premise, false ang conclusion, false. True implies true, true. True implies false, false. Ito, okay na to. False lahat. Wala ka nang pakialam sa conclusion. Okay? At yung false, laging true yan. Pero yung true, mag-ingat ka lang. Yung true, false lang siya kapag false yung conclusion. Pero the rest, true, true, true. Kaya may dalawa kang false. And then, mag-aano ka dito, implication. Implication, true implies true, true. False, okay na to, true. False, true agad yan. False, true. True, tignan mo ito sunod, true. False, automatic na yan. True, true rin ito, true. True, true rin ito, true. Kaya lahat ito true. Ito yung syllogism na. So it follows. So we have what we call special types of valid arguments. So halimbawa, all UP students need to enroll in Math 10. Maria is a UP student. Therefore, Maria has to enroll in Math 10. So all UP students need to enroll in Math 10. So UP students, etong part na ito, we assume na pala valid arguments to. I-identify natin kung modus ponens, tollens, or syllogism. So, hindi natin isa-isa, hindi natin mag-circle-circle. I-assume natin na valid argument na. So, ito yung all UP students, okay? Ito ay P, enroll in Math 10, Q. Maria is a UP student, P. Therefore, Maria has to enroll in. P implies Q. And P, etong part na to, Q. So, ito ay modus ponens. Now, if I sing P, then it rains Q. It's not raining, not Q. So, ito yung meron tayo. Therefore, I didn't sing, not P. So, ang meron tayo dito ay modus ponens. Kumbaga yung modus ponens, ano no? Ang modus ponens, P and Q. So, kunin mo yung P, kukopihin mo lang dito. Tapos, makukuha mo dito yung Q. Ang modus tollens naman, P and Q, pero kukunin mo dito, not Q. Makukuha mo dito yung not P. And finally, if you love cats, P, then you love animals, Q. If you love animals, Q, then you should be kind to animals, R. And makukuha mo ba ay if you love cats, P implies R. So dahil ayun yung nakuha mo, syllogism yung meron. Okay? So, ito, ponens, tollens, syllogism. Okay. So, ano yung kabaliktaran ng ng valid arguments? Yung fallacies. Okay. So, ano yung mga fallacies naman? So, fallacies, yung pwede kang makakuha ng mga may false na. So, di ba nakita natin kanina yung true, false. Tapos, nandito yung special part na valid. Nandito naman yung special part na ito yung fallacies. So, halimbawa, yung fallacy of the converse. P implies Q. So, all dogs are hairy. My pet Cotton is hairy. Therefore, Cotton is a dog. So, pag ginawa mo ito ng Euler diagram, all dogs are hairy. So, dogs implies hairy. My pet Cotton is hairy. Therefore, Cotton is a dog. So, ito yung dogs. But, dogs. Hairy. Therefore, Cotton is a dog. My pet Cotton is hairy. Hindi si Cotton. Therefore, Cotton is a dog. So, mali siya. Mali ito. Ito ay true. True. Pero ito lalabas. False. So, itong buong ito. False. So, kapag inassume mo na ito ay true, inassume mo ito ay true, at inassume mo rin na ito ay true, pero lalabas ay false pala. Fallacies ang meron. So, ganun din, ito, fallacy of the inverse, all cats are mammals. My pet donut is not a cat. Therefore, donut is not a cat. So, all cats are mammals. Yung cats, laki na naman ang gawin ko. Cats, mammals. My pet donut is not a cat. So, si donut pwedeng nandito, pwedeng nandito sa labas. Donut is not a mammal. And notice, yung donut is not a mammal. It clearly contradicts this scenario. Si donut pwedeng maging mammal. Pwedeng hindi. Pwedeng maging mammal. So, may dalawa kang scenario doon. So, um, hindi nagpa-follow itong part. Hindi nagpa-follow itong isang part. Donut is not in. So, ito yung dalawang pag-aaral natin fallacies na. Fallacy of the converse and fallacy of the inverse. So, bakit sila hindi necessarily? Hindi sila, hindi sila true. It implies Q and Q. Gagawa ko ulit ng true, true, false. It implies Q, ito yung mga possible scenarios natin. And Q, ito na. So, P and Q, P implies Q, true, true, true. False, ito, false, ay bakit ganito to? P implies Q, N pala, sorry, N pala to. True and true, true. False and false, false. True and true, true. True and false, false. Finally, in biggest picture or in the big picture, this one in true implies true, true. False, okay na true to. True implies false, ayun na. False. May lumabas ka ng isang false. So, dahil may isa ka ng lumabas na false, eto, hindi na siya tautology. Yung term natin or hindi na nagiging valid. So, eto na yung fallacy natin. May isa ka ng, kumbaga may isa ka ng scenario. Ayun. So, this one, kaya hindi siya part ng mga modus ponens, modus tollens. So, fallacy of the converse. On the other hand, yung fallacy of the inverse, ganun din, not P. So, kung not P ito, false, false, true, true. So, P and Q, true and false, true and false, false, false and false, false, true and true, true, true and true, true. Tapos not, etong buong to, i-implies natin with not Q. So kung not Q, ito ay false, true. False implies, sorry, false implies false, true. False implies true, true. True implies false. Ayun na, may false ka na. So may nakuha ka ng isang false, automatic, fallacy ka na ang meron. Okay? So, yun lang. Yun yung pagkakaiba nung um, tawag dito. Mm, ah, hindi sila totoo. Kumbaga yung valid argument, it is synonymous to tautology. So, dahil may nakuha ka ng isang false dito, hindi na siya valid, invalid argument na siya. So, fallacy siya. So, you can, yung parang may two ways on how to analyze this. Pwede mo ka mag-drawing ng Euler diagrams na kanina. Okay? Euler diagrams. Or, ito yon yung mga Euler diagrams. Yung ginawa natin kanina dito sa mga maraming example natin dito. Saan ba? Eto. Or, ang pwede mo gawin, i-analyze mo, or pwede mo gawin, tandaan mo itong mga modus ponens, modus tollens, tsaka syllogism. Para makita mo kung magiging valid or tautology or magiging invalid, parang lumalabas valid slash tautology, invalid slash fallacy ang maku. Okay? So, may iba't iba pang uri ng fallacies. So, tingnan lang natin itong mga verify the following arguments are invalid arguments and determine, so invalid na sila, and whether the following are fallacy of the converse or fallacy of the inverse. So, if you can add, then you can subtract, right? P implies Q. You cannot add not P. Hindi not Q and not P. Therefore, you cannot subtract not Q. So, if you can add, then you can subtract. Pag hindi ka pwede mo siya i-analyze isa-isa rin. Hindi mo siya titignan in terms of yung past lesson natin. Pero gamitin yung mga past lesson natin. Ito nga. If you can add P, then you can subtract Q. Not P ito. Sorry. P implies Q and not P. Ito, not Q. So meron ka fallacy of the inverse. Ito naman, all UP students are diligent. All UP students, P, diligent, Q. Maria is diligent. Okay, Maria is diligent, Q. Therefore, Maria is a UP student. So kapag masipag ka na ba, automatic si Maria, student, UP student, not necessarily. So ito, fallacy of the converse. Ito, if I sing, then it rains. It doesn't rain, then birds sing. Okay? Birds are not singing. Therefore, I am singing. So medyo ang dami nito, no? If I sing, then it rains. May pangatlo ba? Wala namang pangatlo. Okay. If I sing, E, then it rains, Q. It does not rain, not Q. Then birds sing. Birds sing, E. Sorry, R. And birds are not singing. Birds are not singing. Birds are not singing, not R. Therefore, I am singing. Ako yung hilo example na to. Okay, P implies Q and not Q implies R. So, is it fallacy of the converse or fallacy of the inverse? Hilo rin ako dun. Ang dami, nested. And let's look at this one. So, okay, so, ah, nahilo ako. In argument 3, the premise birds are not singing implies it is raining by the positive of the second premise. As of birds are not singing, therefore I am singing. Birds are not singing, therefore. Okay, I see. I see kung paano i-analyze to. Hindi natin chinop-chop kasi natin to. Okay, no. Gagawin natin, iti-take na, kasi ito ginawa ko kanina, P implies Q, no? Okay, mali pala siya. Iti-take mo itong buong to as is one lang ito, isa lang. Medyo ibang analysis to, no? Itong part na to, we call this one, itong buong yan yung P. Tapos, itong part na to, it doesn't rain, then birds sing. So, ito ay Q. Itong part na yan. Tapos, birds are not singing. Birds are not singing. Itong part na ito, birds are not singing. Ay, ako nahilo rin. If I sing, then it rains. It does not rain when birds sing. Hilo rin ako sa example na to. If it rains, no conclusion may be drawn since the given premise. If I sing, then it rains. Itong buong to. Lang, ha? Hindi siya hindi mag-iba yun. Hindi natin puputulin ito sa dalawa. Isa lang ito. It does not rain, then birds sing. Ito ay cute. Birds are not singing. So if birds are not singing, ito yan. Birds are not singing. You, di ba? Birds are not singing implies kapag yung mga birds hindi kumakanta, are not singing, etong part na to, etong buong to, ito yung Q. Ito yung part na to, Q2, Q1. Okay. Q1 implies Q2. Etong part na to, himayin natin to. Kasi medyo ang hirap ang example na to, no? Q2, ito ay Q1, ang ah, ano siya, pareho siya sa not Q2 implies not Q1. Ito yung contrapositive. Ito yung conditional or original. Ito yung contrapositive. Pareho itong dalawang to. So not Q2 implies not Q1. So birds are not singing. This implies it's it. So birds are not singing. Anong implication niya? It is not raining. So may isang part dito. Not raining. May isingit tayo. Pero hindi nakita yun, no? So meron ka ditong P, Q, okay? So, if doesn't rain, etong part na to, P, Q1, Q2, tapos itong part na to, meron ka dito not Q2 implies not Q1. Hindi nakikita tong not Q1. So therefore, I am singing. Therefore, I am singing. Ako'y nahilo rin. Ulit. Okay. Sige, babalikan natin to soon, ha? Ako'y nahilo rin dito sa part na to. Okay, ina-analyze ko kasi talaga siya. Isa-isa. Nahilo rin ako. By me, I am singing. I am singing. P1 yon. Puputulin mo rin siya. O sige, balikan natin to. Ako'y nahilo rin. So, i-wrap up ko na lang itong part na to kasi patapos na naman. Okay? So, may iba't iba pang uri ng fallacies. So, I'll leave it to you as a reading assignment na lang. Ano yung mga iba't ibang reading fallacies pa? Ad hominem. This argument is based on the character of the opponent instead of the argument itself. At yung mga nakikita lang natin, this may also involve insulting the opponent to make make opponent's arguments seem false. Madala akong example dito. Okay? So ad hominem, yung imbis na tinitira mo yung argument, inaaway mo yung tao na nagsasabi ng argument. Ad populum, this fallacy occurs when an argument is assumed to be valid since many people believe in it. The surveys indicate that 55% of the population believe that the use of contraceptives is dangerous. Therefore, contraceptives should be banned. So, ito yung um, ito yung mga makadas na may makikita kang mga mga percent. So, ad populum to, yung naniniwala ka. So, sa exam, hindi mo siya, ang focus talaga sa exam ay ito yung na uri ng fallacy, yung fallacy of the converse, saka fallacy of the inverse. Ito yung mga iba't iba lang. Kumbaga, pag nakakita kayo ng mga example na ganito, ad hominem, ad populum, appeal to the authority, brand X, the best toothpaste, since our president uses it, ayan, appeal to authority yan. False cause, every time I go to sleep, the sun goes down, therefore my going to sleep causes the sun to set. Okay? Hasty generalization, I don't excel in tennis, I don't excel in volleyball, therefore, I'm bad in sports. So, eto yung mga iba't ibang uri pa ng fallacies. Pero, kumbaga ano lang sila, binigyan lang sila ng pangalan. Hindi tayo magde-delve in talaga sa mga eto. Binigyan lang talaga sila ng pangalan. Okay? So, sige, next meeting na to, yung inductive and deductive reasoning. Reading assignment na itong, ano to, mga example lang. Binigyan na sila ng special name. Pero, we'll not delve too much into them. May mga special names lang sila. Sige, next meeting, we'll continue with this one, inductive reasoning, tsaka yung bagong slide na binigay ko. Okay, sorry. Medyo nang gumuling yung tour ko na ngayon and nalita ko. So, any questions? Okay, so kung